Okay, so today we're gonna put together our little butterfly. If you take a look at him, you can see there's two pieces of brown felt with a little blanket stitch going around with his little antennae, and then the butterfly wings that are just stitched on. And as you can see here, it's a clean cut. There's no blanket stitch going along the wings. So we're gonna show you how to put this guy together today. And that's what we've done so far. So your first thing you're going to do is choose your set of wings from your template. Today I kind of like this one, so I picked this one and I cut it out. And you're going to place it, actually you'll have a bag like this, and from this bag you'll need your square felt, your two butterfly pieces, and the two colors of thread or floss that are in this bag. All that should be left is your little flower and the button bag. So now that I've taken my pieces out, this is what I have. I cut out my wings out of my felt, and I just held it down and cut it out. It was a little tricky. If you want to put it down and trace it with a Sharpie and then cut it out, or you can pin it down and cut it out that way. And all right, I think now that I have my felt cut out and I have my two pieces, we can get started. And what we're going to do, and of course we need our needle. Mine's a little bit bent, but it still does the trick. What we're going to do is thread our needle with our brown floss, and we're going to put the antennae on our butterfly. Okay, so I have my needle threaded. I'm going to tie, actually I'm not going to tie a knot. I'm just going to thread my needle and leave that end loose. I'm going to lose that there. So what I'm going to do is look at grab one piece of brown, and I'm going to look at it and decide where I want my little antennae to come out through. So about right there is one antennae. Then I will come back through the back and maybe about right here bring up my second one. Alright, so I have my little antennae here. To finish them off, I am going to tie an overhand knot at the end around here. Just an overhand knot. If you want, you can double it up. I'll double it up this time. So there, I have two, one on top of the other, and that's going to be one little antennae. And I want a second antennae, so I'm going to do the same thing. And actually I'm going to cut my floss to make it a little bit easier to work with. And tie a second overhand knot here. One. And I'll double it up because that's what I did on the other side. Two. Now that I have my two little antennae, I can trim them up. Here we go. So that's that part. Now we are going to stitch on our wings. So actually we're going to remove our brown floss from our needle. We're going to need that when we do the blanket stitch. But right now we'll put that aside and find your wing color, and we're going to stitch. We're going to thread our needle with the wing color. So prepare your needle, tie a little, oh, look at that, there's a knot there for me already. How'd that get there? Alright, so tie a knot at the end. Then what we're going to do, you're going to decide how you want your wings. Do you want them this way? I'm going to put mine on this. Do I want them this way or do I want them that way? Let's see, what do I like better? put them on this way. So I'm going to stitch them on this way. I'm just going to place it in the middle, and I'm going to come up with my knot from underneath because I want my knot to be in the middle of my 2 felt pieces. Just going to come up from underneath. And all you're going to do is kind of do a running stitch. So you're just going to go up and down here. Go down through both pieces while you're holding it in place, then go up. And then you can actually just go down and up. This doesn't have to be perfect. Just do small little stitches. And we're just going to go back and forth. So now that I've made it to the end, I'm going to come back up and go back down and up and go back down. So when you're doing it, just watch, and it's more of an art thing. It's going to hold our piece together, but it's also going to look pretty. So just decide when you're going up and down how long you want your stitch. So this one you make a little bit longer just to kind of offset the shorter one on the other side. And if you like that, you can end it, or you can do one more row. I'll go up and down one more time. And those wings are not going anywhere. Alright, so I like this. So my wings are fastened on the body. I'm going to turn around and end my thread. I'm going to pick up one of these stitches, pass my needle through the loop, and pull tight to knot it. And I'm going to do it again just to make sure. And then give that a little clip. There, so now I have my wings fastened with my little antennae here, and I'm going to take the second piece of felt, match it up with the first one, and we are going to do a blanket stitch right around here. And then our butterfly will be done. So let's do that quickly together. So let's prepare our needle. All 6 strands. Tie a little knot at the end. Alright, now we'll start here. So all these little preparing your needles and blanket stitch, if you can't remember, you can go to the reference videos. So we're going to come underneath. Actually, I'm going to start at the back side. Start at the back side, it'll be easier. Come up. And now my knot will be in between my 2 pieces. Just like that, hidden. And we'll cover it up. Come down. Whoops, so you don't want to sew through the wings again. You have to watch those wings. So we're going down. Oh. Go down and then pick up that hoop. And then continue with your blanket stitch. And as you're doing your blanket stitch, remember that you're only stitching something happened. I'm already in my hoop. So as you're stitching, you're only stitching the 2 body pieces together. You don't want to accidentally stitch your wing. So go down and then back up through the hoop. Down. Back up. Down. Up through the hoop. Alright, so as you can see, we've started that blanket stitch. It's starting to look like our butterfly. you're going to keep going right around until you reach the end. You'll keep going right around until you reach the end. Knot it, then pass your thread in between the two layers, bring it up and clip it. And that'll be the end of your butterfly.